I want to start this video out by saying all constitutional rights invoked, none waived. All constitutional rights invoked, none waived, okay? We're going to get into an update on the case, okay? As many of you know, we have propounded discovery on all the defendants. The earliest answer was due back on September 11th. As you know, today is September 10th. And the defendants, the Geary defendants, they are not intending to respond to the discovery by the 11th, okay? Now, let me tell you why we have a problem with that, okay? Let me tell you why we have a problem with that, all right? We have a problem with that because of this. First of all, since discovery started, we have heard nothing. Okay? We have heard nothing from their attorneys. All right? Their attorneys initially entered a motion for summary judgment. I believe it was June 23rd or somewhere around there, right off the top of my head. It was somewhere in June. I believe it was June 23rd. They issued a motion for summary judgment, and they were basically trying to speed along the process to avoid the discovery process altogether. All right. So, I was a little bit upset by that, as many of you knew. And so I sent out many different emails to all three of their attorneys, okay? Because the Geary defendants have three attorneys, and that is Jason, Krista, and Courtney. And I sent an email out to all of them, to keep the communication going. If you have any problems with this, or you have any problems with that and this and that. Now, the reason why I did that on purpose, because I knew they was going to do this. I knew that they were going to try to create intentional delays to add undue burden to the situation, okay? To create more work and add undue burden and just cause a lot of unnecessary stuff that doesn't need to happen, all right? So what they have done is they had my admissions that I propounded on them for about a month, just about a few days. In a couple days, it'll be a month. They had them, okay? And that's why their responses were due back September 11th. Now, what they have done is they have got one of their assistants to email me yesterday, okay, to ask me if they can get an extension. I said no. Hell no. Because you don't get to ignore me, all right? You don't get to ignore me and hold on to those questions for all of that time and don't say nothing, and then wait until a day or two before you got to answer, and then try to make it seem like, well, I need all of this time because it's 120 days, and it's 120 questions. You've been having these questions for a month, and you ain't said nothing to me about nothing that was problematic about none of the discovery. Okay, so now they're trying to raise problems that they may have with the discovery at the last minute. Okay, that is what she's doing. She thinks she's slick, but it's not going to work. What she's trying to do is not going to work. It's dead on arrival. So it's just really unfortunate that they're operating in bad faith. Okay, because she's continuing to try to game the courts. And every time she do it, I'm going to call her out on it. Every single time she tries to do it, I'm going to call her out on it. So she sends in the pleading, asking the courts for an extension, and she advised them that I said no. And I meant what I said. You ain't getting one. Unless they give it to you, you ain't getting it, because I'm not going to allow it, because you are operating in bad faith, ain't heard from you, haven't heard from you. You still, I still haven't heard from you. Still haven't heard from you. Sending this lady that I've never heard from before to get a request for an extension when you didn't raise any kind of problems. You didn't raise any kind of problems with discovery. You're just trying to create undue burden. So, that's what I wanted to address on the channel today. I just wanted to speak briefly about that, and I'll be addressing that matter with the courts throughout this week and next. And, I will be expecting the answers to the admissions from all of the defendants that I propounded them on. Okay. And if they don't answer any part of this discovery, or if they do not produce the documents that I request, I'm going to file a motion to compel. Okay? Now let's get into talking about what a motion to compel does and what a motion to compel is all about. Now, a motion to compel is basically asking the courts, is moving the courts to compel the non-moving party to answer certain discovery, okay? Whether it be admissions, interrogatories, or request for production of documents, all right? Okay? So, that's what a motion to compel is. It's a motion to ask the courts for an order to order the non-moving party, in this case, which would be the defendants, to furnish the answers, okay, for whatever I'm asking. If they have any problems with any of the questions, they were supposed to bring that to my attention immediately, okay? And we were supposed to try to work it out, without using the motions to compel or whatever. But since I have to deal with like a Rambo attorney, then I have to use these mechanisms that was created to be utilized, all right? So I will be turning that in to the courts. That motion to compel will be going in tomorrow. And it's going to be nasty for them. It's going to be bad for them, because as we get through this, I'm going to remember every little trick. As we go get through this, I'm going to remember all of this stuff. So at the end of the day, you're still going to have to deal with me. At the end of the day, whether you like it or not, whether you feel, oh, well, I don't care how you feel. I don't care what your friends tell you. Oh, well, yeah, I don't care about none of that. Okay? Whether you like it or not, you will have to deal with me. You and these clients. Okay? For what they did. For what they did. You're going to have to deal with me. Period. You can like it. You can love it. You can hate it. I don't care what you do. It don't make me a damn bit of a difference. Okay? But you're gonna have to deal with me, whether you like it or not. I don't care what you don't like. Okay? You're gonna deal with me. Now, it's just unfortunate, because it's a lot of defendants, and like I said, it's a lot of moving parts. It's a lot of legs and arms to this thing, and it's already sophisticated enough. You don't try to make it even more of a sophisticated matter by just trying to thwart discovery. That's all she's trying to do. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So apparently they want to play the games. Let's play. You want to play games like, nah, we ain't going for it. So no extension. I'm not granting you no extension. You're not getting one. And you need to answer those questions. And I will be expecting the answers to those questions before midnight tomorrow. Okay? Okay, Courtney?